sluice, battery,
pan, vampire cream.
I think we're good as long as the temperature drops off by this afternoon. Hello. It's going to be 36 degrees today, so we're waiting for this afternoon to go out. The plan is to head back to the bench deposit where it gave us all this gold from just panning. Test panning will reveal where the best gold deposit is in any creek, but bulk sampling will tell you whether it's worth dragging all your big equipment out there to process it, and that is what we're doing today. This is our bulk sampling setup. It's a little sluice with a river sluice put in front of it just in case, and today we're going to run as many of these buckets as we can of a pay dirt deposit that's sitting up on a high bench. This high bench. Look at this impressive man stance that I got going on right now. There's going to be some really pissed off woke people out there. A couple hundred years ago when the old timers left this gold field, they left this massive clay dike alone, and the river came back along and deposited some gravels sitting on top of the clay. You can see some of those gravels here. We're chasing the big river cobble because that is where the most gold tends to hang out. It's so light. See this stuff? It has a little bit of gold, but not a lot. See this grey stuff? This has all of our gold and big rocks. That's what we're chasing. Oh my God, hello Miss Fern. I'm just not Fernie. Something super interesting. This root has obviously been here for a while because you can see a little bit of charcoal on it, and the gravel directly underneath it is also burnt, meaning that has been in position since at least 2003. 2003 alpine fires heavily impacted the northeast Victoria where I prospect, and we still find evidence of that damage today. Easy as, bro. Easy as. I've already done the test panning video for this film. If you'd like to check that out, look in the description below where you'll find the link. And if you don't want to miss out on any other future videos, consider hitting the subscribe button. Woo! We're gonna feed the hungry sluice. It's hungry. I'm hungry for gold. You can't sustain off gold, but I'm hungry for it. This is just the dregs from that 475 litre bucket, so we're going to see if there was any gold left at the bottom. The buckets I'm using were marked in strange symbols called gallons. Apparently I had 10 of them, but not being able to convert that to litres, I just assumed I had well over 400 of them. I mean, I'm not lazy, but when the opportunity for a seed arises, shit. Ooh, I can see gold. I can see gold. So remembering that this is just the dregs at the bottom of the bucket. Look at that. Oh man. That's half a pan of dregs. So when we have the whole dreg, it should be pretty good. We want the dreg, the whole dreg, and nothing but the dreg. You want to see some gold? Yeah. Ooh. Oh yeah. So there's a nice little collection of it just here. It's like in every riffle down to about here. That looks good. Alright. I'm keen. I'm real keen. It's on the list. It is stupid how fast this thing classifies. To the subscriber that sent it to me, thank you. I must once again ask you to test your dregs. So this is just a really easy way to cheat and check if you're still on the gold, because all the gold settles to the bottom of the bucket. Well, not all of it, but a lot of it. So you don't have to take a test pad, you just test what's left at the bottom.
You can see a couple little pieces. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, we still got gold. We still got plenty of gold in this dirt.
The first reason why we're doing this is because we don't want to have to lug out all the really heavy, smelly, noisy gear if there isn't a lot of gold up in that dirt and the pay streak's only little. And second of all, it's fun. Here we see a wild gadzi. If you ever stumble across one of these elusive beasts, make sure not to interrupt him during his nest building season, otherwise you might find yourself on the pointy end of his favourite weapon, the shovel. And this is bucket number 5. Long-time viewers may know about my love-hate relationship with gold hob mats, but I just don't 100% trust them, which is exactly why we've got this river sluice set up in front of it with expanded mesh and carpet. Not just any carpet, but AstroTurf. This AstroTurf works perfectly. I have not had better success with any mat on the market than that expanded mesh over AstroTurf. It seems to catch the finest of fine golds no matter how much black sand lands on top of it. This is our 6th and final bucket, meaning that we've run approximately 30 gallons or 9,000 litres of dirt. Six half buckets later, and we're going to clean the mats. 6 buckets of dirt down to just this. That's not a lot of concentrates, that's pretty good. Oh, there's gold all through it. Oh, come on, separate, 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 you can do it. That's definitely not all of it, it's all through the black sand. It's so coarse. Everywhere I'm looking, I'm seeing specks. Apparently some people really don't like the cleanup process, but man, I love it. All that hard work and you finally get to see your gold come out. What's not to like? Let's see if we got any plus 30 mesh gold. Ooh. Oh, we did. That bench deposit was paying out. Plus 30 mesh is pretty big for Reedy Creek, and we got a few flakes. That's a pretty damn good take of plus 30 mesh gold for Reedy Creek. I like that. Maybe there is hope for this spot. However, most of our gold is going to be in the minus 30 mesh, and hopefully with the 64,000 litres of pay dirt that we ran, we should see some decent colour. You know the worst thing about Reedy Creek concentrates? Is you can take a magnet, plop it in the black sands, shake it around, and you're going to remove a grand total of less than 1% of your material. And here we have it, our gold all cleaned up. Well, mostly, there's, you know, some happy little accidents in there. And here it is, 6 buckets of dirt, reduced down to pure gold. It gets me every single time just how pretty this stuff actually is. This episode is my 560th video on Vo-Gus prospecting, but I have another YouTube channel where I live stream gaming and do some vlogs sometimes. You can check that out in the description below. Also, that's a pretty decent take of gold for just 6 buckets. It's honestly probably not worth high banking. From what I can tell, having dug several test pits since then, the deposit is actually quite narrow, and because it's up on that high bench with a lot of overburden sitting on it, I would have to put in an exorbitant amount of work to access a narrow pay layer. So it's a great bit of fun, but it's not really profitable to drag the big high banker out there. Nonetheless, let's find out how much this is actually worth. We did 3 full buckets of dirt, or 6 half buckets of dirt in that time. If I got a 1/4 gram from that, I'd be pretty impressed.
A few minutes later.
We got way more than that, 0.462. 0.462 grams of gold is worth approximately $37 Australian at the time of recording, which means we made a little over $12 per full bucket. That is pretty rich ground, if only the pay streak was wider so we could actually work it with a high banker. But that's gold prospecting, and it's going to be a grouse deposit to take mates out to and just have a bit of fun with. Thank you so much for watching my video. Please give your dog a big scratch behind the ears, and until next time, peace. I'm out.